Yeah, it's weird. It's just depending on it's like the minute you wake up, you can feel great or just feel like shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Matthew Walker's his name, that sleep expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
was just one of those mornings, must have missed the cycle. But then waking up at 5 and feeling fine. I should have just stayed up from then. I was
Yeah.
saying I was about to say Ocean got me up. Fudge got me up at like 5 because she was barking trying to get outside. And I felt fresh when I woke up, so I was thinking, should I just stay up? But the gym isn't open till half 6. Didn't really have anything to do, so I was like, nah, let me just get an extra hour. And then I woke up at like half 8, feeling like shit. You know when you snooze too much and then you just feel real groggy. Saying I just must have missed that 90-minute cycle.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do
So
you use any
is it?
apps? Do you use a normal alarm to wake up, or do you just wake up naturally?
No, I got this sleep tracker app. I've been using it for
Is it called
years.
Sleep Cycle?
Yeah, and it has its own alarm on it,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know which
and
one
it
you
has a
mean.
little It has this thing. I like to fall asleep to noise like a hum, or I use like an airplane sound. So it's just one like white noise.
Yeah.
So on the
It's
app,
just
you just
nothing beats a
select it.
Jet 2 holiday.
You know what? I used to use one on YouTube, and you falling asleep, and then all of a sudden it's like cabin crew has that, and you're just like, fuck, wakes you out your sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't turn off the autoplay as well, then some random
Yeah, we
video
just
that
start going through all
Yeah,
different ones, innit?
yeah, yeah.
yeah. This
I
podcast
woke
is sponsored by AG1.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I remember
always
waking
something
up
like
to
that.
like Ricky Gervais. I can't remember what it was called. It was that cartoon show he had with Carl Pilkington and the other guy.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I know what you mean.
but it switched on to that, and all just woke me up to him like doing his like stupid laugh. I was like, oh, fucking hell, let's turn it off.
I woke up to a mad one the other day because do either of you listen to the Sean Ryan podcast?
Nah.
Nah.
He gets some good guests on. He gets a lot of like Navy SEALs and just maybe people that have been in the army and wars, just who have like crazy stories. I think
Hmm.
he's had the guy on who killed Bin Laden telling that story. But he just gets some insane guests on there. And he had his top viewed video is this guy called Ryan Montgomery, who uncovered this basically this pedo ring. It's like a disgusting like listen, his first podcast, but it's a crazy one. And then he had him on again and he's like uncovered something else and he was talking about these satanic cults that
Oh
he's like
shit.
come across in America. Because he's a hacker, this guy, so he kind of knows how to track people down and stuff. So I was listening to it, and it was like an interesting listen, and I fell asleep. And then at one part of the podcast, he's playing a video of these guys. It's like as part of this cult, they encourage people to harm themselves. It's like they manipulate them and get them into these weird things. So I woke up to the part where this guy's like lit himself on fire, and everyone's like screaming, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I just woke up at like the most horrible part of the podcast because he's showing Ryan. I mean, you don't see the video, but you watch
That's
him
a terrible
listening
thing to
to
wake
it.
up to.
So I just wake up to
Yeah.
this like screaming and fucking. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
Oh
that is not
man.
the one.
Yeah, but that's a good listen if you get a chance. He's got some good guests on. But those two, that's just every now and again you'll hear like a disturbing story. Both of
Hmm.
his podcasts with that Ryan Montgomery, they're like insane listens, but yeah, they're proper disturbing.
Yeah.
I never heard of Sean Ryan before. I have to check him out.
I've recognized his face. I think I might have seen a couple clips of him speaking to the Navy SEAL guy, the SEAL commander,
Yeah. Oh
Jocko
yeah,
Willing.
yeah. He's had
Yeah.
Jocko on.
What's the other
Sean
guy's
with a
name?
W, like SHAWN, and then the other guy is Ryan Montgomery. He's just a guest on Sean's podcast. No one had heard of him before he went on the first time. He
Mm.
was
Mm.
quite, I think,
5 hour podcast. Holy shit.
yeah, yeah, he goes in. But
Wow.
they take like a while to get into it, but then people have some real interesting stories on there.
Mm. In other news, have you guys watched the Diddy documentary yet?
You know
I
what? I
watched the
did.
first episode yesterday.
I
Did
did.
you? Yeah, I'm on
I
episode
watched
3.
one and I was like, fuck it. Let me just
Just do the whole thing.
breeze through the first three,
Yeah.
and then I finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Give me a
good,
second. I'm just
man.
gonna put my phone on charge because it's my hotspot.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Can
Yeah.
you still hear me, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just muted it because I could hear myself coming through the speakers, so
Oh, okay.
just making sure it was still working.
Yeah,
What a crazy
it gets saucy at episode 3. Well,
what a
episode 3
crazy
is, yeah,
story.
that's where it starts ramping up.
But
Yeah, I've only seen
finally,
the first one.
before we go into the Diddy thing, we low key kind of figured out now, or we kind of know who killed Tupac.
Yeah.
Well, did he put the hit out?
Nah, but I mean the guy who actually shot him was the guy he
Mhm.
beat up at Las Vegas. Did you guys know
Yeah.
that? You knew that before?
Yeah. It was. I didn't know before watching this. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait. I should have
That's
said
a
spoiler alert.
Yeah, I've only seen the first
Ah,
episode.
fuck, bro. My bad.
To
It
be honest,
doesn't.
I've watched like a lot of documentaries on the Biggie and Tupac
Mm.
murders, and there's a lot of people that have speculated for years that did he put the hit out?
Mhm. Yeah. It. Even though he said that, the way they explain how it happened
Mhm.
is really interesting. Like who they were in contact with, and then yeah, I won't talk too much because I'll probably spoil it even worse. But yeah, it makes the way they explain
Makes
it.
more sense.
They get like a detective or someone in to explain like the whole situation and how it kind of transpired.
Mm.
So yeah, but yeah, it's really good.
I'll watch more this weekend. Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah,
it
man.
is a good documentary, and just
It's worth the watch.
man, it's so
yeah,
dark. It's so dark. Some of the stories, man, it's so
I just
bad.
kind of love the pettiness behind it. The fact that it was 50 Cent that put this out.
I
Yeah, I
know.
didn't even realize that till after. That's crazy.
Oh, you
And
didn't
and
know?
he used his own footage from his camera guy. You know the
Mm,
scenes where
Yeah.
he's filming P Diddy.
yeah,
Have you seen the
like
video
last
of
year.
Have you seen the video of someone asking 50 Cent like how he got the footage? And he's just not
No.
smiling and he's like, I'm sure journalists don't share that. He's just he's just so smart and smug, but I
He
love it.
is, yeah. I love him so much. Do you see the interview he did with the woman who directed it or helped make it? Um, it's just like, you know how like the classic CNN like news junket thing. There's like those two sat down on an interview, and there's the woman talking over it, like for doing the voiceover before it cuts to the actual interview, and it's just clips of 50 Cent just like doing this really like cheeky smirk, and then it cuts to them because they show a clip from the documentary about how P Diddy was in public, and then he gets in this car and he's like, "Man, I need to wash my hands, take a bath," because he'd like touched a few people, like basically calling people dirty, and then yeah, they just. Yeah, 50 Cent's like, yeah, it just shows like his true character, like, all this like, and that's just like tip of the iceberg. There's so much stuff in the
Yeah,
doc.
man. It's crazy how he accomplished so much just from being so like strong-willed and using
Mhm.
power the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
Yeah, it's nuts.
No
And
talent at all.
yeah.
have you seen like people saying I went down this little TikTok rabbit hole and they were talking about destiny swapping, how we basically stole like people's destinies and it was jumping from
Mm,
like one person to another person to another person, and everyone's who's around him is just getting fucked.
yeah. That's a good point, actually. Destiny swapping.
Yeah, because
I've
in the
never heard
first
that term
episode,
before.
he kind of came up by just really wanting to work with, I forgot his name now. There was one guy who he
The
was
guy
like
who-
trying,
A&R.
The
Yeah,
A&R guy, yeah.
and he was just like being the runner for him. He'd like sprint to get what he needed and come back, and he was just on it fully. So the guy ended up just liking him, but he obviously had that vision of like, "Alright, I just need to get into this room, and then I'll be in that room, and then I'll be connected with this person." But he was just on it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, it's
if you didn't
mad.
know all the dark
That's a
shit he was
crazy
doing, like,
drive.
you'd have to respect the drive in the beginning.
Yeah, literally. On the surface, it just looks like a crazy driver, and he's a go-getter, which you
Mhm.
in a way you can respect, but to the extent of hurting people is not cool.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because it kind of in the beginning it wasn't as bad, and then as the more power he got, the more he'd gain more from at the expense of the people he was working with.
hmm
But yeah, man. I
It
can't
does just
say
show you
too much.
though. It almost shows you. I'm not saying you have to be like him to get to the top, but you know when you watch or you hear anyone's story who's achieved a certain amount of success, like when you watch the Kanye documentary, like the Diddy one, everyone, it's always a similar story of this crazy amount of drive almost to the point where you're actually fucking insane. Like there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
normal amount of drive where it's just like, yeah, I was like just chilling on a weekend and I was going after it Monday to Thursday, Fridays I'd take time off. That there was nothing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's always just seems like full force, 100%, no matter the
Mhm.
cost.
Yeah. No, it's kind of, yeah, it must just be a personality trait or certain type of person that kind of has that kind of drive. Like Steve Jobs as well, like he was an arsehole. Just seems like if you want to be at that level, you have to be an arsehole to some degree
Hmm.
just to kind of get things the way you want it.
But I think
Yeah,
there's
like, what
being
do you
an
think
arsehole
sparks
and
that?
being like abusive and
And men,
manipulative,
yeah,
and
for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
how crazy he went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure anyone who's reached a certain amount of success, there'll always be people who will say he's a dickhead, because they
Mm.
might have done something to them on the way up just to get to where they needed to be. Might
Hmm.
not even be like that malicious, but it could just be something small. Like it feels like no one's a super nice guy who gets to the top.
No, no, I don't think so. But
What
I
do you
guess,
think triggers that in someone to become like that? Do you think it's some type of childhood trauma? Like, do you think someone who's
Probably
just
like a combination of things, because they was
Mhm.
talking about how he didn't have his father in the
hmm
first
Yeah,
episode, I think, and how he started to idolize like
yeah, you
gangsters
wanted
and what he
respect
thought his
from
father
other type of
was.
guys.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then also they talked about the party, the party that he had and people died
Yeah,
hmm
that was crazy.
in
I
that first
never knew that.
episode.
wasn't that the basketball game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
And people died and he got away with it. And then that
Hmm.
triggered like, okay, if I can get away with this, then
yeah. Because
Mm.
he literally got
you know.
away with it scot free.
Because pretty much he's got away with everything until now. So
Hmm.
that's a good 30 years of I'ma just do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess if you have a few things like that that you get away with, you think that you're unstoppable at that point.
yeah. And there's like, yeah, and there's someone describing like his normal day, and it was like what, coming out of his hotel or wherever they were at the time, and then there'd be a bunch of people waiting outside for him, like, give me a shot, and then like people singing for him and rapping for him on the street, and then he'd get in the
Hmm.
car, and there's people pulling up beside of him. So like he has all this power and all this leverage, and whatever he says to people, they're just gonna do it because he's the guy that's gonna get them to where they're trying to get to.
Hmm.
So he just had all this power and all this money, and so yeah, he could just kind of do anything he wants, anything he says to people, they're doing. So it's like imagine having that every day, like all the time. It's like you're just gonna mess your brain up some like crazy, especially if you're already kind of troubled.
Yeah. Hmm. Have you
Yeah.
two met anyone like that? I don't want to say like Diddy, but with that type of drive.
That kind of drive. No.
Like where you come out the room with thought, if I'm gonna believe in anyone, it's gonna be this guy or
Mm,
girl.
Nah.
I think so.
I can't think of anyone. Can you?
Not off the top of my head. Not like that. You meet a lot of people that talk about stuff, but
Yeah.
their actions don't line up with what they're saying.
Hmm.
I can't think of anyone in particular who's been like fully like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a rare breed. It's definitely a rare breed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because there's like a lot of talkers who say like I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then
Yeah.
it never happens.
Uh-huh.
But then, yeah, then there's the people who say it, and you sound like it's again. It still sounds like they're chatting shit, and then like a couple months later, they're just going crazy, or like
Yeah.
they're actually doing the thing they said they were gonna do. So
I'd say there's a couple people I've met where it's like I can see that music is their whole life and they're not really taking days off and they do have drive.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
yeah, a lot of people like even you, Ocean, you're not really taking days off, you're just going for it. You're not on like you're not being Diddy, but you're you still got that drive. Chucky, I kind of got that vibe from Chucky as well.
Yeah, Chucky.
But I guess we
Hmm.
all kind of got that drive though,
I guess.
in different ways. To be able to just do what we do is a certain drive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
you're
that we
right.
probably use it in a different way. Like we don't have to run up and down for an A&R. Maybe if we
Yeah.
was in the 90s, we would have had to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we would have done that kind of stuff
Hmm.
if we really wanted it. But yeah,
Yeah, it
maybe
does feel like it's different now.
I think like the way we do things is different, just because it's a different time, innit?
Yeah. But I do always feel like if I really wanted like a certain goal, there's more I could do. Like let's say if I'm not saying it is like my goal, but if my like one goal was like, oh, I just really want like a platinum record, then
Mm-hmm.
in my mind I'd be like, right, every day, what session can I get into? Let me network with as many people as possible. Let me make as many beats as possible. It would just be like no second wasted. It almost feels like there's always more. It always feels like there's more you could be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
I do feel like that too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think when you're younger and you have that kind of drive, it makes, I feel like the life balance, like you don't really care at that age. Like when you're younger, it doesn't matter, like no social life or the people you only
No.
social, like you're just in the studio or you're just doing that one thing. Um, but yeah, I think like either after a while of doing it, I don't know if it's an age thing or it's just after doing it for X amount of years, then you start to kind of want to balance things out a little bit more, come like step away from it and
Yeah.
take some time to reset or just get some like more input, more in like, travel a little bit or whatever. But
Yeah. Or you start thinking about family a bit more, spending time
yeah.
with certain people.
Hmm. Yeah.
It is definitely something you think about a lot less in your early 20s anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'd say, I don't know how old the guys were at Cog Foster's, but they were like on it when we get going back to people who are like driven. They were just
Hmm.
in sessions like back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Not even in Cog Foster's, they'll like be there for one session, then they'd like jump to somewhere else in London, and they're just kind of bouncing all around, like crazy work schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's amazing. Like, honestly, I respect the grind because it's so hard. Like it's such hard work to be creative that intensely for that long, like every day. Like
Yeah,
it takes a
definitely.
lot. Yeah,
I said
it
it
definitely
before, but I
takes.
feel like I only have like 4 hours in the day where I'm like fully creative, and then that's kind of my limit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. These
Hmm.
days, I'll say like 4 hours is good for me creating, and then the rest of the hours is kind of just everything else around it, innit?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
days you can
definitely.
push a bit more when you're inspired, but
Hmm.
like typically four is a nice sweet number. But even then,
Yeah.
like that's definitely good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
4 hours of creativity a day. I think it's enough. And that's like focused work because you can still be doing stuff after that as well. But that's like deep focus work, isn't it?
Yeah,
But then you could still be doing stuff after that that's gonna lead you to your goal. It might just not be as focused. Like, you could be dealing with your emails, or maybe you're just stemming out a beat, or whatever it is, just something that doesn't take as much creativity.
yeah.
Mm,
Just like admin stuff, uploading
Hmm.
beats or whatever, sending beats out. Like that
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take any brain power. It's just copy paste, drag, click, and drop. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of shit you been making this week?
Me.
Both of you, I guess.
Uh, um, just random stuff, really. Not made too many beats. I've just like been making some like stuff around acapellas and
Hmm.
yeah, nothing like super just tailored like one style. Just been making some random stuff, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys?
What did I upload this week? An NF tutorial. So it was sort of like some orchestral rap stuff.
Hmm.
People have been asking for an NF tutorial for years, and it wasn't someone that I'd always listened to. I'd heard his songs, but I just never like took him in properly. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, let me tap into the music. Started taking in some of his albums, and then did the tutorial for Tuesday, which people seem to really enjoy. And then also people have been asking for Philly drill for a while. Like I don't know if you've heard of QT7 or Skrilla. You know how everyone's saying 6-7. Have you ever seen that on TikTok?
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep see. Um, Ibrahim was telling me about it.
Yeah, it's weird because when I first started seeing everyone saying 6-7, I was thinking of the UK group 6-7. That's the only 6-7
Mm.
I know. And then apparently, like all the kids in America are like shouting 6'7" in class, and it just became this huge thing. And everyone, all the older people, were like, what the fuck is 6'7"? And it was just like some ad libs that Skrilla was saying in his song. Which song was it? But it's basically like sort of like a Philly drill beat. It's called Philly drill. It sounds nothing like UK drill. It's very, very like dark beats. Sometimes not even full chord progressions. It's just like almost like soundscapes and maybe a choir or something like that. And yeah, very minimal drums. Like a lot of them don't even have hats. It's just like percussions, like little perks and triangles and stuff. So I've been making some of that this week. And then recorded a Philly drill tutorial for next week. And just random stuff. Also been making some shit with like live drums as well. Like you remember the type of sound that I don't know if you know like DJ Khalil. It would be like hip hop beats from like 2010s, like maybe like early French Montana.
Okay.
I was just tapping into some random stuff. I was like, all right, let me make some orchestral shit with like live drums, quite like cinematic stuff. So yeah, just switching it up.
Nice.
It's crazy how the drum bounces is not that anymore. Because I was listening to like some 90s hip hop and some 90s R&B recently,
Mm-hmm.
and the drums are dead simple. It's literally just someone on a drum kit. Well, maybe not on a
Yeah.
physical drum kit, but it's just a typical bounce
Yeah.
and a nice melody on top of it, but it slaps so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the old R&B was that. They talk about that in the first episode of the Diddy documentary, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how
Um,
they'd mix with like R&B vocals with just like
yeah,
a
just a drum
simple
break,
hip hop drum.
basically.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no melody, no nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, the
but it's
bounce
always
was
those ones, man. Like,
insane.
even today, like there's still the odd song that blows up. That's just literally, I don't know, like a Z808, a clap, and a basic hi hat, like a two-step hi
Yeah,
hat or something.
that's what trappers. I saw a Drac video recently on Instagram that popped up, and he was doing the future sound,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah,
was saying literally it's just like a melody texture, 808 hi hat, clap.
and a clap.
That's it.
Yeah, same with Gunna beats. Gunna beats are the same. And melodically, maybe there's a bit more texture going on, but like drums are dead simple. It's just a kick, snare, and a hi hat. Sometimes an open hat. It's normally
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and even the melody when I was listening to the future one, it's not even like a
Not a
melody with chord progressions and all that stuff. It's just like very abstract sounds altogether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But yeah, it slaps.
yeah, that's it. As long as you get the bounce right, like, and the sonic, like the mixing of it, can use like less sounds. I think people think like you need to add like a ton of layers and stuff to make something pop out, but as long as the sounds are good off rip, then you only need like 3 or 4 sounds in the drums, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I normally tell the mentorship guys that they'll send me beats when they'll have like 20 perks in there, a bunch of drum fills and perk loops underneath and everything. And I said, tell them like use like 3 or 4 sounds in the drums. And I'll just say, you're only allowed to use, either this clap or, just pick a clap. You're only allowed to use that one. You're only allowed to use this hi-hat. Just do that for like 5 beats. And then they're like, oh man, yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're first starting out, you want to just make the beat as good as possible for a producer to listen to. It's like you want to show off some skills almost and just go crazy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends what your goal is, doesn't it? Like if you're releasing instrumental albums, sometimes you can go a bit crazy because it's like just trying to make something that sounds insane. But
Yeah.
if you want artists on your beats, then yeah, strip it way back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Still to this day, I think I'll probably add too many sounds to some of my beats anyway.
Mm. Well, I guess it's like spacing as well, though, because I feel like, like I say, you can use a lot of sounds, but if like you got maybe one sound that literally has one that hits once in a 4-bar,
Yeah, of course.
and that's literally it. And then there's all that space for you to add like 5 or 6 other sounds that are maybe similar or something. Then it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it depends on genre as well. Like some genres naturally just need a few more sounds than others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'd say
in your beat, Ocean, how many sounds do you typically add to a beat?
On a beat, there's about 50 layers usually in a track.
50. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
like I'd say like a minimum of 50. I try not to go too crazy. Some people go 100, you know, but then it kind of I feel like it's a bit overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at
Hmm.
the just even the workflow of scrolling in and out, it's just long when it's
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
50, usually I'd say is probably the average.
And is that actual sounds or is that tracks, like automation tracks and stuff?
It's like 50,
Oh,
you know, individual tracks like a kick layer or a bass layer,
Right.
um, like clap, hi hat, whatever. But it's a lot because there's also risers. I might only use one riser,
Mm.
okay. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that takes up one bit, and then I'll switch to a different riser. That's another one.
Hmm.
Two different crash sounds, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That
But
makes
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
sense.
it
lot.
takes up a lot.
Mhm.
What do you think's been the best drum bounce for hip hop beats? Like starting
Drill,
from
drill, man. That was so good. You know when drill first come? Okay, it's definitely not the best, but you know when drill first like started banging in like 2018, 2019.
like UK drill.
Yeah, or just before Pop Smoke or around Pop Smoke time.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt like that just made the production so exciting, you know,
Yeah,
with
it's
the
high
Yeah.
intricate
energy.
hi-hats and stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But before it got too crazy with the fills, just before that, like the
Oh yeah,
808
yeah.
mellow times and that, I feel like that was it was like such a fresher breath air. Well, wait, I said that wrong, but you know what I mean.
Fresh breath air. It's a new one.
But that was fun to make.
Yeah. Yeah. Drill still is fun. I think it's just evolved so much. But yeah, drill was banging when it first came out, man.
Yeah, I think because it was just such a new bounce. Like there'd
Mm.
been alterations of trap and everything before, but then this was just like a whole new thing. Like a lot of producers felt like they were having to learn beats again because it's like,
Yeah.
right, let me learn drill now. It's
Hmm.
this whole new thing. It was exciting to make.
Yeah.
I'd personally also say when trap beats kind of switched to just 808s and no kicks and really like quick kind of
Mm,
hi-hats like Wheezy style beats like what you do LB,
Hmm.
that kind of
Hmm.
bounce I really like that kind of bounce compared to
Yeah.
the first trap beats that we first heard from like
yeah.
2016.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
when I listen back to that now, like don't get me wrong, the beats sound good and the songs sound good, but it does sound like so, I don't know, to me
Flat.
it sounds a bit flat and weak. Yeah,
Mhm.
Which ones?
like the earlier trap beats,
Mm,
Yeah.
the drums just don't feel the same like when people start discovering the soft clipper and FL and
yeah.
going crazy
Yeah,
with the
I think
808s.
I remember Wheezy, like listening to I want to like really early Wheezy beats when like Thugger he dropped a mixtape and it had a song called like Pull Up on a Kid or something. But I mean that sounds kind of sus, but the actual the actual beat was crazy, and that was like an early Wheezy beat. And then obviously he already had his sound kind of cemented then, but then obviously over time he had some other like some songs properly blew up. Let me find the song. I also realized as well with drill, because when I was in Morocco, we were listening to a lot of like Afro reggaeton, like that's all they were playing in the
Oh
bus
yeah,
and
it's the
stuff.
same bounce, isn't it?
The
Just
same
sped up.
Yeah,
bounce,
it's
just
just sped
sped
up
up.
in it.
Yeah, yeah. If you slow it down to like like 100 BPM and just do the same bounce, it's like instead of a counter snare, it's just a rim shot or or a snare or something like that.
Do we know who actually started that exact bounce? Because I know obviously where drill originates and things start in like Chicago. Some people say that even like Chief Keef back then was using some UK producers, but it seems like it started in Chicago, and then when it came to the UK, we were still using that sort of Chief Keef bounce for a while.
Mm.
Like when 6-7 were coming up, it wasn't the same pattern. Obviously, Khan's had a lot to do with it then as well. But I wonder who the first producer was to do the
Mm.
because I think of
Yeah.
like obviously M1 on the beat and MK the Plug, those type of guys. They were some of like the first people I heard using that sound. But I wonder who actually pioneered that
Mm.
bounce, that
Yeah,
certain
I
hat
don't know.
bounce.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out like the source. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah.
Um, Love to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
We'll do
You
some
should
digging.
do a video on that, going back to the first
Yeah,
drill
a
about
video essay.
I
Yeah,
might, you know,
you
be a
like
good one to do.
traveling the world, interviewing all these different producers. Everyone claims
some
it's
real
them.
I know it'd
journalism.
be like 10 different guys saying, "Yeah, I did that shit."
Yeah.
That'd
That
be
song came.
jokes.
That Pull Up on a Kid song came out in 2015, so it's a
Oh yeah.
decade ago. So what? I was in like third year at uni, second year at uni. But yeah, drums just knocked on that one.
You know what? Like the early days of trap were sick as well, where it was just, it was like, obviously it was before like the soft clipper and everything like that, so it wasn't like hitting as hard, but
The
the bounce was
melodies was
still
good.
kind of sick, man. Because it
I
was
Yeah,
think
like,
the melodies back then was sick. 'Cause
yeah,
it wasn't so abstract back then. It was actual like cool melodies and weird Simpson stuff people used.
yeah.
and the hats
Like
were a lot of the time it was just one hat on every note. It wasn't even like two step. It was like every single note, just like
yeah.
that, just all the way through. Like
Hmm.
the early, you think of like Southern trap, like 3 6 Mafia
Oh
and shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are when the hi-hats are low key kind of rigid because
It's just like rapid, wasn't it?
yeah, because
Hmm.
I think when they used to do their hi-hats, you ever seen that film called Hustle and Flow where he's making
Yeah,
the beat and it's
yeah,
Oh
like he
yeah,
presses a button and it triggers to goes faster, so it's like
yeah,
Zaytoven does that, so he'll
yeah,
hold the pad down and then just press the bounce he wants. So it's
Mhm.
just like, but yeah,
yeah.
Jeezy,
Because it would have been like NPCs, wouldn't it?
yeah,
You have the like almost like the roll feature.
yeah, yeah. I mean, do you guys ever like Wheezy? Not Wheezy, Jeezy when he was popping?
Yeah.
I thought he had some bangers like Soul Survivor, Put On with Kanye West. That was
Hmm.
a banger. Yeah, he was. I feel like he was quite influential in trap. A lot of like rappers say they kind of came up listening to him. He just had the
Remember
voice
Ace Hood
for
as
it.
well.
Ace
oh yeah,
Hood,
man,
yeah.
Ace Hood. I used to bang out Ace Hood in college.
He was hard.
He had a
What was
song
his
called
big
Hustle
song
Hard.
again? It was
Maybe
yeah,
Hustle
Hustle
Hard.
Hard. Yeah,
That was
that
my
was it.
gym song for a very, very long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those beats. What was that producer's name again? Um.
What from
Ah,
the Ace Hood days?
that that style of trap beat.
That I'm on about,
That
like the
Ace Hood.
fast hat
Yeah.
one.
The Hustle Hard song.
Oh,
Let
okay.
let me quickly do that because he had a huge run and he done a lot of songs around that time.
Yeah, I can't remember who produced Hustle Hard,
As soon as
but
I
that
say
was
his
a
name, you're gonna
hit, wasn't
remember
it?
Lex Luger. Lex Luger.
Oh,
Oh,
Lex
Trap
Lex.
Luger,
beats.
yeah, of
Fuck yeah.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. That style of trap beat when it came like it was a bit darker and the bells and stuff.
Yeah, and that riser. That like
Yeah.
Yeah,
uplifting riser.
he had a sick run for a while.
He's
You
Yeah.
could
definitely
just tell his beats.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a pioneer for sure, man.
Yeah, there was a whole like couple years of that particular sound. Like Lil Wayne was on it, Ace Hood
Yeah.
was on it, Jeezy was on it. Like everyone had that needed that trap sound.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's still going after it, Lex, so I don't know if you have him on Instagram, but he's still going
Yeah.
for it. Still
Do you
cooking
think
up. He put
producers
something out
still
with
have those kind of
Skepta a couple
runs
years ago.
where
Do I
everyone
what?
in the industry is still using, like for example, like when Lex Luger came out and
Yeah,
he was doing
everyone
his
wanted a
thing,
Lex beat.
everyone had a Lex beat, and you could tell. Do you think
Hmm.
in 2025 there's still producers out there where people are like, yeah, we need that sound right now, and the industry is just using it?
Not as much anymore.
Hmm.
Not compared to what it was. There'll still be some
No.
that people go to for sure, but
It's not
in
the same,
comparison
innit?
to how it was, you said that
Yeah, there'd
again?
be. Yeah, I was just saying it's not really the same like it was back in the day where
Nah.
you'd have producers that just dominate a run for a little while. Like their
Hmm.
sound is all over. They're with this guy and that guy and that guy.
Yeah. I wonder why that is. Is it just because there's so many more producers now?
Maybe the loot game.
I think it's social media as well. Like it's been
Hmm.
so easy to find the exact style of music you like. So there's like something for everyone, which means there's just way more variety. So I feel like it's more curated now, whereas before it was like that was kind of the only option, before, you had YouTube and Facebook and everything. You just had what was on TV or, what was like blowing up. I say,
Maybe this might have something to do with it, but the fact that producers can just make any style of beat now and it's a lot easier. Like I'm sure at one point in time, more stuff was gate kept. You didn't have tutorials. People
Yeah.
like if you heard Alexa Luger beat at the time, you might be like, what are those sounds he's using? Like, how's he doing that? And
Mm.
trying to figure that out by yourself without tutorials is really hard. But
Yeah,
now, as
that's
soon
true.
as a producer comes out, you'll have someone on
So
YouTube
we
just
fucked
breaking
it
down
up.
the whole sound. It's like he used this 808, he used this snare.
Yeah. I remember a clip from T-Pain talking about that. He was in a studio session again, like pre social media, and I can't remember who it was, but a producer left their laptop open and left the studio, so he stole all his sounds because he really wanted his drums to sound a certain way, and he
Yeah,
couldn't figure it out. And then yeah, he just put them on a disc, and then took them because he just said like, yeah, back then it was impossible to like, yeah, just quickly grab the sounds whenever you needed them. Like you needed to go travel to this place, speak to this person, figure out what the kind of sounds they use. Like Timbaland trying to not Timbaland, Kanye trying to fix the kick on Stronger. You had to like go see what you saw Timbaland, you saw
That's so
Pharrell,
crazy, isn't it?
just
That you had to
traveling
go
to all these
yeah,
you had to go travel and see people to get sounds, and we're
to get
just
the
here
right
downloading
kick.
them on Splice.
like a floppy disk on with
Yeah,
kicks on
yeah,
it.
literally. It's crazy
Yeah,
how like
that's
times
nuts.
have changed, man.
I remember being a kid and I think I was flying somewhere or traveling somewhere, and I'd bought this random music magazine, and it came with a CD that had sounds on it. So
Mm.
that was like a whole hustle as well. It's like you'd have buy a
Mhm.
CD that has like kick samples on it.
Yeah, yeah, that was it. There's an older producer who I saw who's like doing YouTube now, but he had a really good run in hip hop back in like the 90s and 80s and stuff. And yeah, he was talking about the old way of producing, and it was like you had to be in New York and you had to go to this shop to get like the best records or the most unique records that aren't out. And
Yeah,
they had a certain shop that had the best drum fills on the records that they stored there, and you had to be in the know of where all the spots were to get the best stuff, and
yeah,
just meant living in the right cities and being in the right places. Like imagine being a producer in where I'm living now, or in
Well,
Thailand, like
maybe
being
that's why producers just didn't really. You never really hear about the producer 20 years ago that came from Laos or
yeah.
from
mm,
Bangkok. But look how much people came up in from New York and London,
yeah,
these
That
kind of
was yeah,
places.
exactly.
yeah. You probably did have to be in the city during those times. Because
Yeah,
thinking like
definitely.
early hip hop days, it was just drum breaks, wasn't it? So you would have
Yeah,
got you would have had producers who were just traveling around looking for the best vinyls to take the drum breaks, and they probably had this like sacred collection of drum breaks that they weren't sharing with anyone, and that was just
Yeah,
their thing.
yeah. Because it was harder to get, so I guess once they found it, they're like, "Man, this is so hard to get. I can't share this anymore." Whereas for us, it's
Yeah,
easier to just get the sounds or design them, and then be like, "Yep, these are the sounds that we used. This is how to do it. Just put it out, and
yeah.
just give it away."
do you almost feel like it's too easy now? Like, do you sometimes do you wish you would have kept some stuff, or do you feel like it's fine? Like everyone should just have access to everything, just have a fair game like that.
More or less, because I do feel like not everyone can still make what you make.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I still feel like you still gotta have some source with it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
yeah. You can't do a tutorial on taste. I guess it's like you can show everyone how to do it, but
Just
they'll
even
yeah.
no, I was just gonna say, like, even if you told, for example, or like a great example is when we do those producer challenges, the one that we did
Hmm.
in Cyprus, and we was getting knocked out round by round,
Hmm.
and I think you won that, LB. We all had
Mm,
the same samples, pretty much the same skill set, but we all made very different things.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. You guys done any more of those kind of like sample challenges over the last couple of years? I feel like we don't really
I
do
haven't
those
actually
anymore.
done one this year.
No.
Did one for Ellis's channel the other day, just like a 10-minute cook up.
Hmm.
Apart from that, I haven't done one in a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
Actually, I did one with
In a
Jack as
minute.
well, back in the beginning of the year.
Nice. I think the last one I did was 23, I think. Jack
Mm.
hired Silver Shark and we just spent the day there. I think yeah, did we do a sample flip challenge? We did something for Track Club, but that was like the last one
Yeah.
in person. Did one for Lauren, not for Lauren, for Lollipop. Like last week, she's doing. I don't know what she's doing, but
Oh
she's
yeah,
Same.
she's messaged me about that.
yeah,
I haven't
Same.
recorded it
So
yet.
maybe
Just
we're all
reminded
on
me.
it.
yeah,
I need
yeah,
to.
That's
Yeah, I
going to
wonder
be
what it's gonna
interesting
be
to see
for.
how that turns out.
yeah. I won't say too much because maybe the video is not. She wants to keep it on the lowdown, but
Yeah, I need to make a note to record that today. Actually, I keep forgetting.
yeah. I literally made a point of I'll just do it straight away because I know what I'm like.
Yeah,
You can get it done in 5-10 minutes, but that's why you just forget to do it.
yeah. Same with the Ellis one. I knew it was only gonna take me 10 minutes,
Yeah,
but it's like, oh, I need to set the camera, and even though it's right in front of me, I always make it
press
out to be longer
record.
than it is. Yeah. So I was putting it off for a while, and then he messaged me just to chase me up. I was like, fuck yeah, I need to do it.
Yeah,
And it was quick.
yeah, yeah. That's it. But what's is new for you guys, production wise?
Um, yeah, like I say, we're just switching it up this week. Haven't really been working toward anything at the moment. Nothing like specific. I've just been kind of playing around with some sounds, to be honest, just making some different shit. Just having one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm working on some kits, but I haven't actually made any sounds this week. I had it on my to-do list to like make a bunch of sounds for them, but I just couldn't be bothered. You know, when
Yeah, I heard that. You just
sound
haven't
Yeah.
design,
switched it
I
up.
don't know, like I've done it so much now that I just don't enjoy it as much as just making music. So
Yeah,
I've just, it's one of those. I've been putting it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Did you guys see what Curtis King posted? Let me find it. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, no, where is it? Oh, here we go. AI. So conspiracy theory. Generative AI plus music videos were designed to push us back outside. After the pandemic made us too comfy at home, the industry needed a renaissance. And he said, AI is the scare tactic, forcing us to collaborate again and boost the economy. They knew this. They knew this bubble would burst. What do you go? Oh, is that the one? Well, there's that one, and then he posted. This is the one I was thinking of. In hip hop, once your pen is in question, be it ghostwriting, allegations, etc., it's in question forever. I believe in a similar philosophy as it applies to the use of AI in music making process. Like once you know a producer uses AI to make their beats,
Hmm.
does it ruin their credibility? Like from then on, after knowing a certain producer like Timbaland uses Suno, does it kind of bring them down a few notches from where they were once at?
We started talking
Maybe,
about
but
that last week, weren't we?
it's
Yeah.
definitely worse in rap. You cannot
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
do
a
you reckon?
ghostwriter in rap. You just can't.
Nah.
Yeah,
Not as a rapper. If you're making a pop hit, cool, but not
fair
as a
enough. Yeah,
rapper. Yeah. So I think it's
yeah,
worse in rap, but maybe we might get to the point in production where if we do find out the top guys are just using AI, but I don't know. I think
Maybe
as
over time it
producers
can
we might
change.
feel away, but maybe
yeah, yeah.
the what do you call it? The audience doesn't care. We have to. I think that's still one we gotta watch.
Yeah. But I guess it depends who. I guess it's not so dependent on the audience. I guess it's just like, well, as a producer, what do you want out of production? Do you want to be credible to other producers, and that's kind of your livelihood and your business, which is the case for like a few of us. In that case, it's probably not a good idea to just be like, oh
You
yeah,
think
just
so?
use AI to mix. I don't know,
I
because
would
then
say
like,
the opposite. I'd say if
because
it is just purely a business, why would you not use AI? You're gonna make you could probably churn out way more music.
yeah, but I mean in terms of like showing your process. So like if you did a tutorial or like you're showing people how to mix, and it's like, oh yeah, just make the beat and then just throw it into Suno, let it mix it for you, or like this is exactly how I mix all my beats, and then there's no skill involved in that. Whereas if like another producer who mixes from scratch and it does sound probably better, and they go through their whole, it's like very intricate, lots of different processes and stuff, and it really like just showcases their skill to produce. I feel like
Mm.
that would have more value than just telling someone to go over to AI. I feel like you could do more with that than just saying use AI, because it's like so easy. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Yeah, we're at that weird like crossover stage, aren't we? And maybe when the next few generations come up, it'll just be a completely different place.
Yeah.
Even with like we spoke about it last week, didn't we? About how like as a rapper, like your whole skill is the way you write and the way you rap. But over time, I feel like hip hop has become almost less about the culture, or there's less people protecting the culture. Like if you think of the early days of hip hop, it was just like who wrote the best bars, who could deliver
Mm.
it the best, and it was just
Mhm.
very like about the culture, wasn't it? But over time, people start allowing like more things start becoming a bit more acceptable that
Mm.
wouldn't have traditionally been accepted in the hip hop world.
Like Lil Nas X or something.
Yeah, just like something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's just so broad now, it's just so accessible and like it's not just like yeah, it's just so huge of a thing now, isn't it? It's not even you can't even put everything in the same bracket. It's like everyone's
Yeah.
they'll label it as like hip hop, but hip hop has like so many different sounds and subgenres. It's like a whole it gets tricky, doesn't it? So
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
but
It's
my
like
point is, like, maybe after a few more generations come up, like, more things will become acceptable. Maybe it's just the norm then for, like, AI to write your bars and then you to
mm,
deliver them. Like, who knows?
yeah. Yeah, maybe it's just more on the delivery of the lyrics as opposed to who wrote the lyrics. Like
But then if you
Michaela
have AI actually performing
doing
it
that.
for you, is
But
it
yeah.
just who writes the best prompts? Like, yo,
Yeah.
he's head of LOB, his prompts are sick.
Selling prompt kits.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
That
that
might
could
That'd
be a
be a
actually
thing
thing.
though. That could actually
say that
be a
that could be
thing.
a thing.
That
Honestly,
will be a
yeah.
thing.
For like
Because I
beat
saw
making
I
prompt
saw a
kits.
producer selling a drum kit that had his chat GPT prompt in there for his thumbnails. So if people want
Mm.
his thumbnails, they can get access to the prompt. So of course there's going to be prompt kits at some point.
Let's have a look. I bet there's prompt kits for something. Not maybe not production, but I bet there
Mm.
is for something like graphic
Yeah,
design or something like that.
in productivity
Hmm.
spaces that they sell a lot of like prompting and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, how to set your chat GPT. I know people that have
Yeah.
paid for those where people have curated this like sort of exact settings and prompts that you can feed into your chat GPT to give you the best results.
Yeah.
So it's already sort of a thing.
1,000+ prompts and strategy kit template.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man, mental.
How was you guys' Spotify Wrapped this year? Who was on
Uh,
your list?
I haven't checked my personal one. I just checked my artist one. I'll
Mhm.
have a look now. Who was on yours?
Drake is always on mine. I'm
Oh
surprised. I
yeah,
didn't feel like I listened to him that much this year. Blink 182. That was a surprise as well. A couple of
let's have a
electronic
look.
guys.
See.
X Club.
I feel like my whole thing changed after I moved from Apple Music to Spotify
Mm.
because it was like I don't know, just the way I had my Apple Music set up. I had like songs from like way back and just like all my playlists there. But when I transferred everything over to Spotify, they all just went into one playlist called liked songs. So I feel
Yeah.
like my whole each time I went on shuffle, it was just really different on Spotify. But let's have a look. Listen to
And
rap, drill, alternative R&B, hip hop, and grime. It's very like rap focused.
yeah, mine's Gunna, Big X the Plug, M Huncho, Nav, and Future. That's the top five.
Very similar kind of artists.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Like, yeah,
listening
one,
age is
two.
30.
Yeah.
Mine was 42. Crazy.
Damn.
As an old soul, man.
Yeah.
What's mine? 73. What?
What, that's your age?
Do you know why? It's because I've been listening to there's this artist called Labby Seifra. He's the guy that did the sample for I Wonder for Kanye. And
Mm.
I Wonder. It's like an old
Yeah.
song. And I've been listening to loads of his
How old
music
is
like
he?
for half the year.
He's like 100 and something to me.
Nah,
Or
he's
70.
he's like probably in his 70s now. Let's see. Labby Seifra.
Yeah, mine's kind of random. My top songs. I feel like that's not accurate. There's definitely like songs that I know I've listened to loads. And when
There's
I'm
Mm,
probably
looking
a
at my top
cut-off point
songs,
though, innit? They probably cut it off
mm,
in. They probably do from like October to October.
probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, that Labby guy's 80 years old, so that's probably why. Damn. 73.
my top albums, I've got some Mac Miller in there, some G Unit. That's probably when I was making my early 2000s kit.
No, yeah.
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 I remember because when I was making the kit, I was trying to study the sound a bit. And every time I went out for a run, I just put the G Unit Beg for Mercy album on.
Mhm.
There's some sick beats on the album. And that was like my running album, so it makes sense that that's up there. The new one, Infinite from Mobb Deep as well. But that's something that just come out. So I feel like definitely listened to stuff more than that.
I posted a meme on my story. I'll send it to the WhatsApp. Um, it's so true because everyone's been posting their raps on their stories and stuff, like shocked
Mhm.
at what they've listened to.
And it's like, you
But
listen to that
you've
shit.
listened to it, yeah. Let me
Yeah.
put it
No,
in
I'm
the
not shocked that I've listened to it. I'm just shocked that that's the top one over some other ones because I know I've listened to other shit more.
yeah. Where's our group? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I put it in the WhatsApp. Classic.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It's a joke.
so shocked. I love that meme. Like it's like so clutch for like any
I
scenario.
know,
It's like
perfect, isn't it?
when your parents are arguing downstairs and then they bring up like that little shit doesn't wash his butts and you're like, up in your room like what did I do? Yeah. Oh,
What,
Should we leave it
what are
there?
you guys doing this weekend?
not much. Not much. Christmas market on tomorrow.
Hmm.
Maybe some tennis on Sunday.
Is that in Louth, the market?
Grimsby. It's like 20
Okay.
minutes down the road, yeah. And then
Mm.
yeah, a bit of tennis, gym.
Oh, just a random
Grimsby
one.
sounds
Someone
crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know why, but there's just something about that
just
city's
because the
name.
word grim,
Yeah,
and obviously
it just
Ali
sounds
G.
like a grey
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, it's got the worst name and it lives up to that as well. Like it's just not the best place. Um,
LB, you'll laugh at this because I had like how far's Grimsby from my house? Like few hours, isn't it? Like two,
couple
3 hours.
hours, yeah. You can get a train takes like a couple hours. Yeah.
So someone rang the doorbell the other day, and Kira answered, and the guy said to her, "It's like, hey, I'm a fisherman from Grimsby. I'm selling fish today."
What?
He had no fish with him or anything, and she was just like, "All right, I'm okay, thanks."
All
It was
right.
just
What the hell?
weirdly like trying to sell fish to people, like door to door fish selling from Grimsby.
That is
I'm
so
like,
weird.
this is so random. He didn't
Yeah.
have any fish with him, so I don't know what he was trying to do. Like he was just trying
Mm.
to give us like a contact or something, but I just wasn't expecting someone to be
Could
knocking on
that
the
be
door
one of your
saying,
stalkers, Jay,
maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
from Grimsby?
Yeah. There is a video. This guy kind of goes to different places in the UK and speaks to the locals about like what it's like the life's like there and whether
Mm.
it's got a reputation for a certain reason. And he did one in Grimsby and I'll see if I can find it. And yeah, I mean it just it probably makes it even worse. Like some of the people he was talking to, like a lot of people just out on the street or like just druggy guys and
Mhm.
stuff. Then he just speak to a few older guys saying what it used to be like because it used to be like
Used to be a
quite
thriving town, didn't it?
yeah, there was like my dad had a shop on one of the main roads and that was like the high street and really nice butchers and it was very industrial, like
Mm. It
just
was
when
a
it was
port,
like back.
wasn't it? So they had I think it was a big fish industry.
Oh yeah,
Weirdly,
it was huge, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it just kind of went downhill and they never kind of moved. They don't never really moved with the times. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that video. Put it in the chat or something. But yeah, it's not the best place. But whenever someone asks me where I live, I'm like, oh, I'm near Grimsby because everyone knows Grimsby. But then it makes it sound like where I live is horrible, but it's not. It's like a really nice town. So, but yeah, it's what it is. Yeah.
What you got on?
I'm out with a couple of the boys tonight just for a meal. I was out last Friday actually with some boys that I used to work with. It was like my yearly night out. So I was struggling like Monday and Tuesday. I wasn't even like that. I wasn't even like crazy drunk or anything, but I was drinking, and you definitely feel it for a few days, don't you?
Mm.
So yeah, I feel like Monday and Tuesday I was a bit slower than usual. But yeah, tonight I'm just going out for food. Um, and then apart from that, yeah, no plans really. I'm trying to keep it minimal. I always like when a weekend comes around and I like do like a little bit of work, but for the most part I'll take it off to do something with Kira. And then when you have weekends where you've just got loads of plans, I'm like, "Ah, I just want to chill at home for once, man." And then when I have those weekends where I've got nothing in, I always end up finding like something to do, and I'm like, nah, this weekend I just want to chill and
Yeah.
actually chill. So
Mm.
I'm hoping Saturday will just be my day to chill. I got a PS5 recently, didn't I? So I might just
Nice.
even just chilling and play some PS5 as like a bit of relaxing time.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Guarantee you'll start playing and start feeling guilty. You're like, oh man, should be doing this,
Yeah, fully.
doing some housework or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been playing it much to be fair, just like half an hour here and there. But it is
Yeah.
fun. I've been playing that Ghost. Have you played Ghost before?
No, let's see.
Sick. It's like a samurai game.
Oh,
Based in
Ghost
Japan
of
when the Mongols were taking over.
Ghost of Tsushima or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy, I played it a little bit at my friend's house. It does look quite fun. It looks like quite a chill game. You can just kind of like play by yourself, just to kind of
Mm-hmm.
get yourself away from stuff. Yeah, is it good?
It's sick. Yeah.
Mm.
It's a long game. I don't know if it's just because I've been playing it loads, but I feel like I'm only halfway through. I've been playing
Um,
it for like a while. Like since I
yeah.
bought it, that's like the only game I've had.
Hmm. Yeah, I need
But
to get on that.
it's good.
You need to get on
What are you playing
Battlefront
at the
2.
moment?
I've been
Battlefield.
playing Star Wars, but it sounds so dirty, but I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's kind of like it's made by the same people that made Battlefield, the new
Oh
one,
yeah.
all those Battlefield. So it just looks sick, and I go online with my mate, and we'll just play. Basically, you just have to claim like these command posts. So you just have to like basically like capture the flag. You'll stand around a command post for long enough without getting killed, and then you capture it, and then you got to get the next one and the next one. You just got to get like 4 or 5 of them to win, or you have to
Mhm.
defend them. Like you just kind of get randomly assigned to it. But yeah, it's so fun, man. Just can kill a good couple hours just playing that.
Yeah.
Um,
It is a good bit of unwinding, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Because
it's
I
fun.
found before if I was just chilling, like if I was stepping away from work and I was just trying to chill, I'd end up just scrolling. And
Yeah,
then I'd spend an hour scrolling and then I'd think, what the fuck have I just done? I've just like killed a few brain cells. I can't remember anything I've just watched. Like
yeah,
at least with a game, you're actually using your brain a bit, aren't you? You've got to think about stuff.
yeah, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, this week actually, I did I low key did what do you call it? A like a detox from YouTube.
Did you?
So I refused to open the YouTube app for about 5 days, and then like just like yesterday, I've slowly just like okay, maybe I'll listen to one or two podcasts because I
Mm.
Mhm.
just felt like I kept on putting it on in the background or any little task. Oh, I'm cooking. Let me just put on a video to go with it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah. I do
eating.
the
Let me
same
just put on a
thing.
video. Even and for no reason, just to have something in the background. It's not even like I really cared about what they were talking about. And then
Hmm.
trying to think about okay, so what did I actually just listen to? I don't
It's
know.
noise. Yeah,
Like
It's
they
like you don't
mentioned
even
some good
want,
stuff, but
yeah, we don't even
I'm
want
not
to
even
let
taking it
ourselves
in.
think these days, do we? Or we
no,
don't want to be alone with our thoughts. It's like we always need some noise in the background.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
I've been like actually trying to read a bit more as well, to be fair. Been trying to get
Yeah, that,
like 10 pages in a day.
that
Hmm.
that's what I switched to. I switched to audiobooks. If
Hmm.
I'm gonna listen to something, it would have to be music or audiobooks.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So I've just finished one book. What should I listen to next?
What did you listen to?
Well, I was actually reading this copy. I've had it for a while. It's called Radical Acceptance. It's about like
Okay.
mindfulness and like Buddhist practices.
Mm.
Um, just something different. So I've just finished that. I I don't know. I go between a few different things. Most of the stuff I read is like non-fiction. A lot of the stuff is like self-development or self-help type of stuff or business marketing related stuff. And then every now and again I'll read some fiction, but it's very rare. Like I've read some of like the classics like 1984, you know, that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't read, you know, like how like girls will just read like murder mysteries constantly
Hmm.
and those type
Yeah,
of fictions. I can't really do that.
yeah, yeah. My Ellen does that. Like it's the same genre every time, but yeah, she
Yeah.
loves them.
I
Yeah.
want to feel like I'm learning something, or I don't know, at least like taking in one of the classics.
Mm.
Mm.
I like something that's gonna bend my mind a bit. It's gonna make me think, fuck, just something
Yeah,
mind blowing.
yeah. I've got a game for you. I'm just gonna go back to the games. Have you ever played Uncharted before?
I've heard of it, but I've never played. Like I know what it is, but no, I've never tried it.
Matt, yeah, you have. If you want, if you like a game that you can just sit and play and like get into,
Yeah, that's the
that's a
one.
man. It's still like people still review it like this year. Say like they're just like this game is just so good
Mm,
just to come back and play because the story is like insane.
I'll
Um,
try it.
yeah, it's definitely worth playing that one. It's a good
People are
one.
saying COD shit these days. I felt so out of the loop because I haven't had a console in so many years. But like back when I had one, I only really played Call of Duty, FIFA, GTA, and Metal Gear
Mhm.
Solid. They were like my ones that I played.
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah. But these days, a lot of people are saying don't get COD. It's shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think apparently Battlefield 6 is like the one now, like
Is it?
everyone's kind of moving over to that. Apparently that's pretty good. Um, so I'm gonna have to give that a try.
Yeah, I
But
might
yeah,
give that a
apparently
try as
COD's
well.
just not really doing much at the minute. It's just kind of the same game every time they release a new one.
Yeah, I've heard that it's become a bit too stupid. Like
Mm,
almost like it's trying to be Fortnite.
yeah,
Like you can do too
yeah.
much shit in it now. Like you can fly around and stuff.
Too many like microtransactions as well,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Would you ever stream?
What gaming?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I feel like I'm not entertaining enough. I'm just sort of like silent, you know.
Yeah, that's like your getaway time,
Yeah, just to kind of switch
downtime.
off.
Hmm.
So, how about you? Think you'd be able to stream?
I don't know. Like I've streamed making beats before. I'm kind of fine with that. Or it's just someone I know. One of my boys was saying that, oh, you need to get into streaming, man. It's like you do say you've already got an audience. I'm just like,
Mm.
I've only literally just bought a PS5, and they're like, yeah, but that'll be
Yeah.
the funny part because people see you getting better and stuff. But I just feel like,
Mm.
it's a whole nother hustle, man. Like trying to be a game streamer. I'm not really into it like that.
Nah. I'd tell you what
When
would be
it,
good, like for gaming or whatever, like producing. If you like live, like if we had a producer house, like permanently, if like we all live together for like
Mhm.
a few years, then streaming in a house with of producers would be more fun because I feel like you get
Yeah,
more natural, like organic interaction. It's not just you and the camera. It's just like almost the camera's just like a fly on the wall, and you can just kind of do your thing with other people.
yeah.
Like that'd be
No, that makes sense.
more entertaining.
I went on to Kick just to check it out because I'm kind of out the loop in the streaming world. I don't really tap into Twitch or Kick or anything like that. I just stream on YouTube sometimes. So when he was saying it, I was like, let me see what it's all about. And then I was watching just clicking on some random ones. I like the game is they take it mad serious, don't they? Like
Yeah,
I can't remember which one I clicked on. It was either Battlefield or something else, something like that.
yeah,
And it's like full squads are all together with the headsets on. It's like he's going around the corner. You get the right, I'll get the left. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
It's
not
dead
ready for that,
tactical.
man. Too much for me.
Yeah, it does sound like yes, I play with my boys and they play all the time. And they're the same, like they'll give me all these like tactical advice, like he's round that corner. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Which ain't got a clue. Uh,
Are you still playing Football Manager?
Yeah,
W-
but not often. Just honestly, just sometimes. But it's a very it feels overwhelming in the beginning, but it's an easy game because it's just simulation, and you
Hmm.
don't really have to play. You're just making decisions like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
let me
just more about the
buy this player, let me
tactics.
sell this guy. Yeah, tactics and
Uh-huh.
that.
Have you
Yeah, nothing
since you had
crazy.
the YouTube detox, have you felt any better, or is it too soon to say?
Um, Kinda in a way, like in a way, yeah. Just because I'm not consuming rubbish. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I got into a loop of just listening to reactions and people talking all the time. It was just I could feel that it was just too much talking. I just don't need to be listening to people's yapping and thoughts all the time
Yeah.
Yappa
and
yappa
taking in
yappa.
people's narratives and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been nice in that way.
Hmm.
I switched. I listened to maybe I crushed through maybe like 3 audiobooks this week. So
Nice.
that's good. But at the same time, I'm trying to be cognizant of like I don't want to stop listening to YouTube to now indulge in something else. I just want
Yeah,
to
true.
let me take in one podcast, maybe two, maybe one podcast a day, maybe let's say, and keep it like
Hmm.
that. I'm not trying to, man. If we had to count how many YouTube videos I was going through a day, it's probably ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
Was that
So
just when you
I don't,
were outside of work, like when you were cooking, just
yeah, just
chilling?
just as soon as I'm not having to use my ears, you know,
Hmm.
I need to go for a walk. I'll slap on something.
Yeah.
Let's say like there's no podcast to listen to, so now I'm just listening to anything.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's good to just listen to music again. Just listening to music that I don't always listen to, just random shit, just to be like, oh yeah, this for enjoyment, but also just oh that could be an interesting idea, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you do your morning meditating, is there a certain thing that you go through, or is it just kind of sitting with your thoughts?
Now, I used to have guided ones, but now I just put on Hertz music and I meditate to that.
But is there
What's
something that you're trying to achieve when you're meditating, or is it just sort of
Mm-mm. Nah,
just accepting what
I
comes
don't
in?
really I don't set any goals or anything like that. I'm at the point where I just like, yeah, just meditate, not
Right.
visualizing or anything like that, really.
So just kind of letting your thoughts come, let them pass,
Hmm.
letting the next one come, that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah. If I do visualize, then I'll make that a specific separate thing.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's a good habit to get into, though. Even just having, if everyone just had like 10 minutes of just sitting down with nothing, no YouTube, no noise, no nothing, just kind of like being with your thoughts. Even that's like a form of meditating, isn't it? It's probably a healthy thing that most people should do.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to just be in silence sometimes, man, and just
Yeah.
it's good because I notice that I start to question myself in the sense of like, why do I think this way, rather
Why are
than
you gay?
just exactly. No, literally, just yeah, just questioning a thought, just questioning beliefs that maybe I have. What am I thinking at that moment? Why am I thinking that?
Hmm.
Does it serve me? Does it not? Kind of vibes. Yeah.
Mm.
I hear
Yeah.
that.
To give it a try.
I'd recommend it, man. I've been doing
Hmm.
meditation for a long time. I feel like it stopped me from being an overthinker
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
to
think
just
that's probably
be
like,
way more relaxed.
yeah.
I think that's why I picked up that book I just finished. That one about mindfulness. But I don't know if you guys have this when you're reading books, but I struggle to just almost enjoy the book. It's like I just want to get to the end just to complete
Mm.
it, just to say I've read the book.
Hmm.
So like in the whole book, there's a lot of insights, and then there's a lot of um, practices like that where it's like a guided meditation in a way. So you're
Mm.
supposed to like read it and then like do it, but I never like did it. I just like read through it, get to the end of the book, and then I've not done any of the practices that it said like in the book.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I read like a business book or something. I'm like, oh man, all this is gold, and then like don't
Yeah.
do any of it. I used to do it. Like, I remember back in the day, like early days of producing. Like, I read a book called "Sell Like Crazy." I think it's some Australian
Mm.
author, like entrepreneur guy who wrote it, and it was like It was like way back when click funnels and all that kind of stuff was a thing where
Oh yeah.
you can offer like a lead magnet. I mean, it's still the same kind of concept these days. But yeah, like offering a lead magnet and then upselling and all that kind of stuff. So that got me excited, and I like just try some new stuff. But yeah, and I bought an Instagram book as well, and I put that to practice, and it was good. But yeah, anything over the last few years, I'd listen to it, and yeah, I'll definitely do that, and then you just slot straight back into your normal routine.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's quite hard to be present sometimes and just like fully just take in what you're doing in that moment.
Yeah, but I do
Meditation
feel
will
like
definitely help you with that.
Yeah.
yeah,
What type, like, where would you even start with something like that though?
You
Like,
could
do you
get
start with an app
Headspace.
or Headspace?
Um, yeah, Headspace is a guided one, and you can choose 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long, and then it kind of gamifies it for you. So you want to keep your streak going,
Mm-hmm.
and then you achieve your levels. And once you go through your levels, I think they got beginner, intermediate, whatever, and then you eventually if you stick to it, you can complete it, and then yeah, just move from there.
All right, I'll give it a go.
yeah. Nice.
Should we wrap
All
up
right,
there?
lads. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's do
I
it.
got to run.
All right,
All right.
man. Appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Peace.